Hey guys, today I have something really special for you. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new Seiko Rowing Blazers collaboration pack. And this is a pack of 4 different watches. So let's go ahead and get into it. So just like before, it comes in this black box, this black paper outer box. Inside, you get the warranty card in the same little white envelopes that all the Seikos come in these days. Get this plastic wrap. This is the same tin watch box that the old collaboration came with. So it's just a navy blue with the red Rowing Blazers trademark, and it's a Seiko 5 engraved on there, and then Rowing Blazers right there. I don't know about you guys, but it reminds me kind of like of an old school lunchbox. Really cool nonetheless. So since this is a pack, I thought we'd go ahead and just look at all 4 together all at once. So let's get into it. So this is the second Rowing Blazers collaboration. So if you already have the first collaboration, these tins will go nicely with your previous ones. And the first one here is a beautiful green color. I believe they called this one lime, and you can just see this thing looks fantastic. And you get this really cool optional striped purple and black NATO strap, which is always a fun thing to do with these watches. And the second one here is this really beautiful orange one. Gives you a real nice vintage feel. I really like this one a lot too. And you get this beautiful dark green NATO strap with 2 outer edge white stripes. Also, really nice color combination. Just in time for Halloween. This one is just really cool orange, really bright and really good shade. So just like the green, very solid color. Next one we have is this beautiful blue color. It's kind of like a really light, or I would say a darker sky blue. So not turquoise, it's still a very solid like baby blue, but it's much darker than the typical baby blue or sky blue. Very vivid color and very bright. I really like this one too. And you get a nice matching NATO with this one as well. This one is red with a gold stripe in the middle. And I think that suits this color perfectly too. All these NATO straps, I love how they're very abstract colors. They're very different than the dial color. And because of that, they match even better. And the last one we have here is this black one. And the cool thing about the black one is it has these colored indices for the hours. And I think that looks spectacular. And with this one, you get a rainbow and black NATO strap, which is very interesting with this one. Suits the dial perfectly. So this one is one that actually matches the dial. So all these rainbow colors inside, which are thinner than the black outer stripes, are the indices. And the 2 black outer stripes are thick black, just like the dial. So it matches perfectly. Same amount of black and same amount of color. So let's take these out and take a look at them. So starting off with the black one, this one is the SRPJ63. And it retails for $495. All of these retail for $495. So that's the hang tag. And believe it or not, this is the most popular out of the entire pack. I was watching these as they released, and I secured one of each for myself. And I saw that the black one actually sold out on the website much quicker than any other color. Black was the first to go, depending on which website you were using. Orange and blue followed, with green being last. If you can secure a black one for a good price, I highly suggest jumping on it, because these were limited to 888 each for each color. So because the black sold out so quickly, you just know this is not going to come back on the market. It's secondary or nothing. Pretty much sold out on every website which these watches were released on, and it sold out within the first hour. I think even before that, maybe half an hour or so. But all these watches are going to have the Seiko 5 Sport case, but this is not the diving version. It has 100 meters of water resistance, that really cool side crown that says RB for Rowing Blazers in their font, and this one has more tidy dimensions than the SKX or 5KX, as some people call it, the diving version. It's a little thinner and it's a little smaller. I believe this one measures at about 40 millimeters versus 42.5 for the diver, and it is a bit thinner as well, and you can definitely feel that. Even with this kind of cool domed vintage crystal that it has, it still feels significantly thinner, and just overall proportions feel very neat and tidy. So the black one, it's a very stark black. It's very rich in tone, I would say. And you get that same Rowing Blazers signature dial with the writing right at the 6 o'clock, and that same seconds hand, which the previous collaboration had as well, both being Rowing Blazers signatures. Another signature that these watches all have is the skeleton on the see-through display case back, which is also kind of like their mascot. And you get the same bracelet and clasp as the other 5 sports models, but it's a very solid bracelet. It's not anything to write home about, but it's not necessarily bad either. It just gets the job done, and it looks like it fits pretty well. You can see it between the lugs there. Just see what this would look like with the strap on. Yeah, with the NATO strap, pretty cool. So this watch would look good with your NATO strap or your bracelet. Cool thing is you have a choice of both, so you're not just forced to wear one or over the other. Let's take a look at the other colors now. Now moving on to this orange. This is such a deep and rich orange. I really like this. Another thing I forgot to point out, guys, is that this has a kanji and English day wheel. So not only is it English, but the secondary language, instead of being Spanish, Spanish like it usually is. This one is kanji. That is a really cool detail they put into here. Kanji day wheel watches will go for significantly more than their typical English or secondary language day wheels. The Japanese language overall is just where Seiko originates from. It's like you could say what the original day wheel should have been from the beginning for many of these watches. All of these colorful watches are actually supposed to mimic the vintage Seiko 5s which came out, and Mr. Eric Wind of Rowing Blazers takes that into note when he came up with this idea for this collaboration. So I think that's an awesome idea, and I think that's such a cool, very cool detail that he put into here. So the orange is a very nice color, and let's get that NATO strap out. There you go. Beautiful fit. It would look so nice with that. I can just see that. Let's move on to a different color. Next we have this blue, beautiful blue. I want to say turquoise or teal, but it's not. It's just a very vivid blue, and it's a very vivid light or sky blue. I wouldn't want to say baby blue. It's much darker than that. It looks like something a sports car would come in. It's a very nice color. Now that I think of it, the orange, blue, and green are probably the most popular colors of Lamborghini at the moment. Very nice exotic colors and vivid, bright colors. Very nice. And believe it or not, I thought the blue was going to sell out the most because of the whole blue dial hype right now. Not necessarily blue dial, but light blue dial hype. Anything that's even remotely close to a Tiffany color dial or any shade of light blue is kind of what's in right now and what's moving at a significant pace versus any other color. Kind of like how green was the color for last year. So I believe this year's color is this sky blue. Yeah, surprisingly, this one did not sell out as quickly as the black dial one, which really shocked me. I thought people were going to go crazy for the colorful ones before they even touched the black ones, but guess I was wrong on that. All right, let's get the NATO strap on this one. Just place it here just to see what it would look like. Yeah, that's beautiful. I would love to wear all of these on NATO straps. It's just such a fun way to wear watches other than the same typical steel bracelet, especially when you have such a fun dial and for not too much more money and for not that much money compared to other high-end watches. It's just really fun watches to wear. You could even buy the whole pack and just go nuts with them. And lastly, we have this vivid green color, which even though it looks like it was the slowest to move online, I think this is a very beautiful color. It much deserves its respect in terms of dial and its color beauty. It's just amazing. This is called the lime color, and I really like this one. I think this is another one where in pictures it looks different, but when you see it in real life and hold it against the light, it is a very beautiful color. And I would say I like it just as much as the blue and orange. Just fantastic. The black is very nice too, but if we're talking about color dials, these are definitely more fun to wear. Like I said, it'll match your Lamborghini perfectly. All right, let's put the NATO on here. So that's what it would look. That's fantastic. Yeah, I would totally wear this with this NATO. It's such a cool color blocking. All right, guys, let's get these on wrist and see how they fit. All right, guys, here it is, the black one on wrist. Very nice. I think it looks beautiful. And these watches, they fit so well. Like I was saying earlier, the dimensions are really good. Even if you're gonna wear this on a strap or a bracelet, whatever, it should fit really well and it won't look too big or too small. I think it's the perfect dimension. 40 millimeters for this. Feels like it wears more like a 39 or 38, but really nice and really light, and it really hugs the wrist. You could see it's sitting pretty flat against my wrist and it's not bulging out or sticking out. Doesn't feel heavy at all. Doesn't feel like I'm wearing something big or bulky. Very nice. And just a beautiful, you can kind of see the color. It just so fantastic. Really like this one. And here, moving on to the orange, a brighter dial and a lighter color dial, so it should look bigger. It should appear to have larger dimensions than the black just because the black is a dark color and it appears smaller. But surprisingly, this actually feels the same and looks the same to me. It actually is a very solid fit. Really nice color, really fun color. I'm surprised he didn't release these in the summer because I feel like these would be perfect for a fun summer watch where you want to wear something bright, and it kind of goes with your summer outfits, but still really cool. I mean, these are awesome watches. You can wear them year round. Moving on to the blue, I can see this being a really popular color. If not sold out now, I feel like this watch will, once sold out, probably climb the charts the highest and the furthest as it comes to pricing for these in the secondary market. I mean, it's a beautiful watch. I don't know how you could hate this thing. The color is just magnificent, and it's definitely the right shade of blue that's in. I can see this being a very popular model, and I'd be surprised to not see many people posting these online and having wrist shots and other sorts of pictures of these. Looks beautiful, fits beautiful, doesn't look too big, really nice proportions, really good color. And last we have this green one. Fits beautifully, looks amazing, looks fantastic. Really love this one, guys. Really nice color. I mean, I love all of them, to be honest. I'm gonna wear all of them. I could see myself wearing all of these for a very long time. Really nice, fun watch. I'm probably gonna wear all these on the NATOs. I think the NATOs are just more fun, very different. I don't like having too many bracelets. I like having a variety of straps and bracelets and all sorts of things. They still look really good on the bracelet too, but I just like having a little variety. I like being able to choose. And I actually like this collab more than the first collab, even though the famous rally diver was really popular. The reason is I like that these aren't trying too hard to be divers like the first collab was. I mean, if you're gonna do something legendary like the rally diver and bring that back, it should be something that's a proper diver that has 200 meters of water resistance, a screw down crown, the pearl at the 12 o'clock on the bezel, certain things like that. And that would have really took it over the edge, and people would have liked it even beyond where the hype took it even now. But these are not fooling anyone. They're supposed to be just regular Seiko 5s, just get the job done. Nothing too fancy, but still impressive at the same time. That's exactly what they are. They're not fooling anyone trying to be a hardcore dive watch or with the appearance of a diving bezel. They're still pretty tough at 100 meters of water resistance for something without a diving bezel. In my book, just sounds awesome. When you have a diving bezel, I feel like you're taking it much more serious than it is. And I feel like you need to be at least 150 to 200 meters to be taken as a serious dive watch or a dive style watch, whatever Seiko wants to call it these days. But these are just so cool. Simple look, simple, clean case design and dial. Very nice. And the black kanji day wheel, that's just the cherry on top. Fantastic watches. To me, I'm starting to see the hype of these as the Rolex OP and the Omega Aquaterra colorful lines, where Seiko's trying to catch up to that, or they're just trying to put out their own version. And it is very similar to that. And for 500 bucks, I think this is a huge bargain. And the colors, in my opinion, are much more fun than the Rolexes and Omegas. And they're just trying to have fun and, you know, enjoy themselves. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do with these as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, see you guys next time.